Hey GK family, it's Stuart Coleman here, and today I'm going to walk you through one of the standing exercises in a Graham class. This exercise doesn't really have a name, but it's a really great use of one of the pillars of the Graham technique, which is shifting the body through space. It also uses a lot of tilt of the body off of its axis, which is crucial to modern dance. And it has some really interesting and somewhat complicated coordinations to it, where the arms are doing something than the legs, which is doing something different than the body. So it's a really fun, interesting exercise, and I'm excited to share it with you today. It does have a couple different parts to it, so I want to try and break it down as much as possible. So we're just going to learn the arms first. So we're going to start with our arms in second. Arms are going to come up to fifth on 1, open on 2, they're going to come down and up, and 3 to open 4. We do that 3 more times, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 2 more times, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, last time 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So the arms are very repetitious, they just happen over and over and over again. From here, we're going to add the legs to the arms that we have. So I'm going to do this starting to the right. So if I'm going to start to the right, I'm going to be bending my right leg. I'm just going to walk you through the leg motions without the arms first, and I'm going to use my banister to help me. So this is your preparation with the second position, and your right leg is bent. This right leg is going to come up into Passe on 1. Yeah, foot pointed, touching the knee. Going to come back into a 4th position on 2. My front leg is bent and my bottom leg is straight. Yeah, this is count 2. I'm going to come back up to Passe and 3, shifting out to the side on 4. That's that shift of weight I was talking about. Let's do that one more time all together. So this is 1, back, 2, and 3, shift 4. Yeah? So let's see if we can add on our arms with those leg motions. So again, second position, arms are going to open and you're going to plie on that right leg. Everything comes into Passe on 1, 2, and 3, shift 4. That's that shift. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 2 more times. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. The change is 1 and 2. Where all you're doing is you're bending your right leg, you just finished. You have a 2 count change, 1 and 2. And we would start on the second side. So that's the arms and the legs. We're halfway there, but now we have the more complicated part. We have to talk about our focus and our body changes. It's easier to learn this where you learn about where your focuses go and think about how your body can react to that change of focus. But especially in the Martha Graham technique, but in most modern techniques, this really should be informed by the body changing and the focus reacting to the body. So I'm going to say, for the purposes of learning the exercise, that the focus is what dictates the change of the body, but really, it should be the opposite. It should be your body changes and the focus happens as a reaction to the body changing from your core. So I'm going to start teaching the focus, and again, I'm going to be in the second position so you can see. And all you're going to do with your focus is you're going to start by drawing a box with your eyes. So again, my right leg is bent, and we're going to start up to the right-hand corner. Yeah, I'm just going to straighten this leg as I'm teaching the focus. So this is on 8. Your first count changes on 1, down on 2, come across, and 3. And then you shift and hold on 4 when we actually do the legs. Let's do 2 more times of that. This is 1 and 2 and 3. Stay 4. 1 more time. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Just moving your focus. No contraction or release. Nothing too complicated. Just moving the focus. But now, as we're learning the coordination of this exercise, when your focus changes, you can see even there, I naturally did a little bit of a lean to the side. That is how this exercise is informed. So if I'm going to look up to the right-hand corner, I'm going to lean a little bit. Now, if I wanted to make this dancey or more of a dance-appropriate movement, I would make this really over-dramatic and big so you could really see my body tilting to the side. So if I start here, I'm going to change as I come to this next corner on 1. As I change to the next corner, my body's going to go with me. 2, go to the next corner, which is that way, and change 3, and I'm going to stay on 4. Let's do that twice. 1, and 2, and 3, stay 4, one more time, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So again, my focus is going, my body is reacting, but as you get more comfortable with this exercise, it really should be the body moving, and that informs the change of focus. Let's try and put all of these components together 4 times. Yeah, so we have our arms, our legs, and our upper body with our focus. Yeah, lots of things happening, but with practice, I promise, it does become a little bit more second nature. So let's do this 4 times all together. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. This is 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Don't forget the shift on 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. The change goes 1 and 2. So that's it. That's the first development of this exercise. It can get more complicated from here. We are going to do one more development just for something fun. The second 2 times that we do this exercise, we're going to add a half turn. So I'm here. I go 1, 2. Now from here, we're going to do what's known in ballet as an en dehors turn. You can do either a half turn or even a full turn. Today we're just going to do a half turn. So as you pick your back leg up, you're going to turn into that back leg. And there's your half turn. So this is and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So let's do this with counts all the way through, 4 times to the right, 4 times to the left. We'll do 2 plain, 2 with a half turn, and then obviously our 2 count change to bring us to the left. Yeah, it's a little bit winding, but not as much as some other exercises that you've seen dance artists go do, I'm sure. So let's start in second position. We'll do a preparation. Remember, we're going to go to the right leg first. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, with a half turn on 1, and 2, and 3, shift 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, changing 1, and to the left, 1, and 2, and 3, and 5, and 6, body, body, and up 2 more times with a half turn, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, changing 1, and 2. Awesome, very good. So that's it, that's the whole exercise.
The dancer is performing a classic Martha Graham exercise using the change of the back. Starting in a wide second position turned out, you'll see that the dancer is doing a passe, then a 4th position, and then a change of the back, and then another change to lunge again into the 2nd position. Change of the back, change, 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 and here we go to the other side. So passe, body over, body change, and go. And change, change, change. And now a half turn is added on the turn to the back, on the change of the back. Half turn to the front, and finish.